Noticias Geek.
I saw my future, hope, like blind hope. I was so in love. It was one of the most, I can't describe that kind of joy, I thought, if we were married, then this is real. This isn't a thing of, this isn't chaotic, and this will change. I had so much hope in that moment. And I just said to him over and over again, are you serious? Are you real? Are you serious? I felt like the luckiest woman in the world.
So while you were filming London Fields and Johnny had gone back to LA, what, if any, issues did you have with him? I'm going to ask, Michelle, can you pull up 180?
Friend is in our proximity. And it didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt my face. It just felt embarrassed. If you do that to me in front of people. It was the first time that anything like that had happened in front of somebody. I got up to move again, and he's just taunting me, having a laugh, screaming, and then just straight up. And I thought to myself, I don't know what to do. I can't believe did he just kick me? No one said anything. No one did anything. It was like you could hear a pin drop on that plane. You could feel the tension, but no one did anything. And I just remember feeling so embarrassed. I felt so embarrassed that he could kick me to the ground in front of people. And more embarrassing, I didn't know what to do about it. I got up and I walked to the front of the plane. I sat down and I just looked out of the window. And Jerry Judge's security and my friend. I want to sit here and say that I was telling myself I needed to leave him. For the relationship, for me, to prove that he was sober and he was committed to changing. I believed he was embarrassed and sorry. He said he was, and I believed him. So I took him back, or I got back with him. On the condition that he would uphold his promise to do the... That is trying to get up and him kind of wrestling me back down, and at one point put his knee on my back. It was kind of like kneeling on my back. And I just had this struggle with him. And I look at him and he's still got his sunglasses. That it was over, he didn't want to marry me. He was deceiving me. I remember crying on the floor. More than anything, I was heartbroken. I thought maybe he was serious. I thought maybe, God, he doesn't love me. Maybe he really feels this way. It broke my heart. Broke my heart. I wanted to marry him so bad. This is the man I loved, Yes, it was awful at times, but I loved him and what he was saying.
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Overruled. What he was saying to me hurt just as bad as anything else. I just remember that he left me on the. As embarrassing as it is to say, I went up to him at some point, I don't know how much time had passed, he was sitting at the piano and it's so, I know it may be hard to understand. It's hard for me to hear myself say, but I felt, I just wanted it to stop. I wanted things to just be okay. And I just sat next to him on the piano and I just leaned my head up on his shoulder and it was, of course I was mad, and it felt, it was horrible what he'd done. The physical stuff in a box and I just kept going back on, put my makeup on and went to the premiere with him and walked the red carpet with him. And I remember in the car checking my phone all of a sudden. And he was just over and over again smashing this phone into the wall over and over again, screaming at me. And I was watching the phone every single time he pulled his handbag. It was just breaking into pieces. I remember thinking this phone is disappearing. He was smashing it to smithereens, just going into the wall. And at some point, he's on top of me, no phone, but screaming the same thing. I fucking hate you. You ruined my fucking life. And I don't see him anymore. It wasn't him. It was black. I've never been so scared in my life. It was black. I couldn't see him. And he was looking at me and I was trying to get through to him. I was trying to say to him in some way that it was me. I was trying to get through to Johnny. And I couldn't see him at all. And my head was bashing against the back of the bar and I couldn't breathe. And I remember trying to get up and I was slipping on the glass and my feet were slipping. That he was really, I don't know how. Sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. Please. I don't know. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get through to him. I couldn't get up. And I don't know how that ended. I don't know how. I don't know what happened next. I don't understand. The next thing I remember, I was bent over backwards on the bar, meaning my chest was up. I was staring at the blue lights and my chest was on this, my back was on the countertops. And I thought he was punching me. I thought he was I'm sorry. I remember looking at all the broken bottles, broken glass, and I remember they just not wanting to move because I didn't know if it was broken. I didn't know if the bottle, I couldn't feel it. I didn't feel pain. I didn't feel anything. I didn't want it. I looked around and I saw so much broken glass that I didn't know if he would know. if it was broken or not, and I just remember thinking, please God, please, I hope it's not broken. I don't know how that ended. I don't know how I got off the countertop.